Now, that is the most riskiest part of the business. And that is why most brokers don't survive in the industry, because they want to take all those trades by themselves. So, gents, Alan put some money. I get a trader, no. Ne? What is your end goal in this industry? Trade until 7 years of marketing. Like, what is
on
the
my
plan?
side?
Yeah.
On my side, I think if I reach 40, I'm done with trading.
Okay.
So
what is
right now, I'm in a phase where like I'm building up my name, I'm building up my platform. As time goes, I'll open a forex institution where I can get people to trade for me.
Okay.
So when I'm 40,
that's smart.
I'll be relying on the people. So I can't be trading at 40. I have to be a family man.
Yeah, makes sense though. Makes sense. Then when I measure, what's your plan? You wanna 65 who's more marketing?
Up and now go to Fetsig, no, dog. I just turned 33 this month.
Shit. Yeah.
And
I
then,
know, halfway.
Halfway. The aim for me, I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I'm just accumulating money, so I'm looking at a couple of businesses where I can invest in. You know, I need to have money coming in when I'm not doing anything. Get all of what I need. Forex, if you're trading, ne? At the age that I'm at right now, stress levels are too much. I'm not going to lie to you. Too
much, bruh.
You can't be exposing your health to forex up until you go to the grave. It's going to be the same as you having to do a 9 to 5. You understand? Because having 9 to 5, you work up until you pension 60 da. So you've worked your entire life and you're stressed out and you don't enjoy your money. Luckily, we enjoy our money during the process, you know. But in the long run, you must be invested in something that's going to make you money while you are sleeping, you know. So I'm just looking at a few things I can put my money in. I know Eddie has already started with his businesses and he has things running, you know. So I look at that. Eddie is younger than me, but I look at that and I say that's the type of direction that I'm looking to take. If I can find something, even if you know Reka franchise, one first time.
Yeah. Major. I was telling Eddie Hori, you know what, Eddie, looking at you 4 years back and now I'm inspired. I remember you with that big head of yours, that small body of yours. You were broke. But
so you guys know each other from the past?
Yeah. With Eddie, it's that thing of like, I love Eddie.
And you know, even 4 years later, you're still on good terms.
We're still together on good terms.
That is very powerful.
Eddie's the only trader. Eddie's the only trader I never go back and forth with. So this is how I met Eddie. Eddie came to my hood, right?
Yeah.
And then he wanted directions, you know. So as he was looking for directions, he called me. I pulled up. When I get there, we started talking. I showed him the ways. And he was like, yo, bro, how's Forex treating you? I was like, nah, Forex is good. By the time I was still trading Derive. And then it happens, I show Eddie my account of Derive. It was around 7,000 USD, if not 8,000. And by that time, it was a lot of money. Then that's like 80. And then like now when I check Eddie, he has pushed more, you know, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very proud.
Clean.
It's the definition of it's possible.
100. Yeah, that's proper.
Because he drives a BMW and I drive a couple of BMWs. So the friendship came about because of the Koloi, but then it has grown from
convoy, you know.
Yeah. So now it's no longer about cars anymore. It's from first start. So it's amazing what your achievements can lead you to, the people that it can lead you to as well.
But now on my side, now my focus is to have a white label, give a shop or what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why I will this question, gents, is because in 2017, 18, 19, up until COVID started, I've never seen myself owning a broker, Lantwar. And life has led me to that. Waban. And I'm realizing a lot of things when I'm on the other side of the fence, like most of my mistakes and things that I wasn't aware of. Waban. And if I started in 2018 doing what I'm doing now, I would have been way too far. But because of lack of knowledge and all that, Waban. So that's like there's no like any of you guys who has interest in starting a brokerage firm. Ne?
Yeah, that's me.
In the long run, obviously. And if any of you guys, because that's what I know best now and I'm confident about it. In the long run, gents, I want to brokerage firm. I'm willing to partner with them, invest in as many brokers as possible. That is
But
my
coach, how
my
much does it take to open a broker?
There are two types of brokers. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, ne? Manando, if you come with 20,000 USD, which is plus or minus 250 to 300,000 estimation depending on the exchange rate. Let me say 200 to 300,000 rand, ne? In the next 3 weeks, you can have a broker.
Yes. Just by having those funds available.
300,000.
So will it be an A book? Will it be an A book?
That's the part that I want to get to. That's the part that I want to get to. I can remember, if you want to grow a fellow black brother, you must be honest with them, so that it's up to them what they do with the information. I get how better high speed you're gonna make money, but they could also kill you on the spot. So it's all about understanding the risk. So then I'm gonna be honest and give you the options, and then you guys will choose. So 300,000, you could have a fully operational broker in 3 to 4 weeks. Ne? 100%. But that broker will 100% be a B book. Wangusha. Meaning that utopela hand to mouth. Re dia fandaga 50,000, then Manando I relate 30,000, 30,000 ya AD will patela Manando profit tsagar. When no salaga 20. And if somebody makes 30,000 and when on 20, it means you must take out 10,000 from your personal funds. And if you don't have them, the company is gonna shut down. So Labana will feel the easiest way of opening a broker. Then the other type of a broker, that is the most expensive one. Ne? Doing things by the law, it is the most expensive one. And because I'm binded by some of the confidentiality agreements that I've signed, some of the things I won't be able to say them on social media. Like, understand? But in person, some of the things. But this is how it works. In the other side of making a legit business, like that is the one that is going to operate for the longest time. The biggest challenge of it's when it comes to the liquidity provider. Ne? So if Manando deposits 1 million rands, now as DJ coach, I must have that 1 million rands first. Do you guys understand how complicated it is?
Yeah.
If now, that's why I once mentioned, I was speaking to Marco. He wanted to sign up with FBK Markets. And I told him that don't come as yet. And reason being, if now Marco wants to deposit, let's say 70 million for interest rate sake, ne?
But it's crazy that one.
I must take out 70 million first from my own pocket and pay it to the liquidity provider, which serves as insurance for Marco's deposits. I don't know if I'm making sense. Each and every little deposit that a client makes, it works like this. If I give the liquidity 5 million as an example, remember I said I'm governed by the confidentiality clause, so I'll make everything an example. Né? It's not actual figures. So when I start FBK Markets, I take 5 million, I deposit into the liquidity provider's account. Remember now, the real truth, gents, is that Forex market, we as traders are trading against two people. we're trading against brokers, number one. If it's not the broker, you are definitely trading against the liquidity. Do you guys understand? The liquidity makes money out of your losses. If your broker doesn't make money out of your losses, the liquidity provider makes money out of your losses. Unfortunately, it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's like that is business. Now, when I deposit 5 million to the liquidity provider, now that simply means that FBK Market is worth 5 million in terms of value. Now, Diwata deposit 2 million. I deposit 2 million, I credit that to the liquidity, then I'm left with 3 million. Manando Wata deposit 2.5 million. I credit that, then I'm left with what? 500,000. Then there's a margin call when you're trading. Ne?
Yeah.
There's also margin call for a broker. Then I'm left with 500,000. Then I'm going to get a margin call from the liquidity that I must deposit more credit for what? To cover for my clients, especially if I want to do things by the book. I don't know if I'm making sense. Now, if you come with 1 million again and you deposit it, I'm only going to take 500,000, register it. The other 500,000, I'm gambling. I will just hope that you lose money so that I can make money. Do you understand? Once my credit is surpassed, all the trades, it means that I will be handling them by myself. Now, that is the most riskiest part of the business. And that is why most brokers don't survive in the industry, because they want to take all those trades by themselves. So doing things right in the industry is the most expensive way ever of doing things.
Which is also the best way to do things.
Yeah, it's the best way. I mean, FBK Market, and I can tell you, if I was doing things wrong, my brother, it's just that I can't show you these things because of confidentiality, but physically I can show you guys. If now FBK Market was able to pay over 30 million in withdrawals within 11 months, let's be real, brother. If now people were trading on my capacity, I wasn't going to be able to pay those funds because I don't have 30 million lying around. You guys understand? So doing things right is the most expensive way, but is the longest time to survive. That is why XM is still alive. That is why XNES is still alive. Hot Forex. But I don't want to mention other local brokers, but there were other local brokers that started in front of my eyes. Within 6 months or so, they shut down.
They disappeared.
And when they shut down, mainly it's because of that. Now the equity and the amount of withdrawals due to people are balance. And that leaves the company with no choice but to shut down. So Kinyagoro, understand the FBK Market is not running because I'm powerful, but it's running because I'm doing things right. And also, some of you can have a situation, Manando, whereby FBK Market refuses to pay you money. Ne? And when as Manando, you'll say, "Hi, coach is refusing to pay me my money." But you must always remember that it's always the liquidity which makes the final decision at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm making sense. Meaning that now we want to pay you, but if the liquidity says you've violated whatever terms or whatever, like there's nothing I can do. Like understand?
You know, it's like the same thing with I was with Global GT, right?
Yeah.
So I made a mistake and understood my mistake at the end, but then I fought them until they paid the 200K.
Yeah.
So here's was the scenario. I used my phone to trade, right?
Yes.
And then my phone's battery was off. Let's say I decided to use Eddie's phone. So when I used Eddie's phone, they hit me up with the IP address thing. They told me that I can't get my funds back. I have violated their terms and conditions. And when I went there and read the terms and conditions, it states that you need to only trade with one phone. You understand?
Oh,
so
yes.
Those were the things that I didn't read, and they were not wrong.
Nobody
I was
reads
the
them.
one who was wrong.
Nobody reads it.
Yeah, we never
nobody
read the
reads
terms and conditions.
Or
But
better
then,
accept what sharp.
Joe, those things are too long. What? It's like God. It will tell you that
let's go
you have to hold. You have to hold 0.50.
Yeah.
Now, if you are scalping, hold for 10 minutes. How can you hold 0.20 lot size fundamentals for 20 minutes, for 10 minutes?
On indices?
That's a lot, because
that's
one
a lot.
candlestick
Yes.
can make me a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. I think, Coach, I need you to educate people, if you may, if it's not going to, temper with your agreements and stuff, right? Because listen,
no, as long as I'm not saying the exact figures, it won't be a problem. It's just an example.